Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Hebrew Son. I figured I'd hit y'all up with a little video. I was going through some YouTube videos and I saw some videos from other Hebrew brothers that kind of concerned me a little bit, and I figured I'd hit a few people up with some responses to some of these videos, because in my opinion, they're completely off base. Completely off base. First of all, we're going to deal with the issue of what it means to be a true Hebrew Israelite. Alright. First of all, being a true Hebrew Israelite, in my opinion, and according to the word of Yah, it's not just because you are of dark pigment skin, because you are so-called Negro, so-called African American. That does not make you a true Hebrew Israelite. If you do not follow the Torah, if you do not follow the word of Yah, okay, you are not a full Hebrew Israelite. That is our nationality. That is our heritage. Okay. And the reason why I'm bringing this issue up is because we got a brother, I'm not going to say his name. Not at this point, I'm not going to say his name. We had a brother who did a video, and he did a video about one of our Hebrew sisters that's still in ignorance. And this young Hebrew sister, she was on YouTube, and she was in her bra and her panties. She had, you know, titties hanging out. She had her legs open and all of this and that, whatever. And his point in this video, the point that he was making, that some women are bitches, excuse my language, sisters and mothers, excuse my language. Some women are bitches, and some of our women are hoes and all of this kind of stuff. Which, in my opinion, was completely off base. Completely off base. We as Hebrew men, we have to take responsibility for our nation. We have the responsibility of rebuilding a nation. We don't have the responsibility of tearing down our sisters further than they've already been torn down. Don't get me wrong. There's some shiesty, shady sisters out there. Don't get me wrong on that. But they in ignorance just like we've been in ignorance. And we have, those of us that are in the truth, we have to take responsibility for preaching the truth to these young women. I'm a true Hebrew Israelite, man. To see a whorish woman, it disappoints me. It affects me. It affects me to my core to see my beautiful sisters out there putting themselves in these positions, acting like these Babylonian women. That affects me. It affects me to my core. But I'm just like the white man. If I call her a bitch, if I call her a whore, if I call her out of her name, if I degrade her and not try and preach to her what the truth is, she don't understand her beauty. It's my responsibility to help her to understand her beauty, to understand her worth, to understand her value. Obviously, somebody dropped the ball on that in her life. Probably her father, uncles, grandfather, whoever, whatever males were in her life, they dropped the ball on that, because you cannot tell me that a father completely did his job when his daughter is half naked and she's posting videos of herself half naked on YouTube. She's in her panties and her bra, and she's sitting on a bed with her legs wide open. Can't tell me that man did his job. I'm sorry. My daughter would never, ever, ever. So, moving right along, brothers, we have the responsibility. Sisters, you also have a responsibility, but the majority of the responsibility falls on us, brothers. We have a responsibility to rebuild this nation. We cannot rebuild a nation by degrading our own women. We cannot rebuild a nation by teaching our younger Hebrew males it's okay to call her a bitch because she acting like a bitch. It's okay to call her a whore because she acting like a whore. That ain't how it works. We have a responsibility of rebuilding these women. We have the responsibility of giving them back their honor. We have to teach them that the way that they have learned, that the ways been taught to them, is not the ways of Yah. And the only way we can do that is we come to them in love and respect. We teach them. We show them the way through Yah's word. Secondly, I believe as Hebrew males, we have to protect our women and our younger generation from even the so-called Negroes who are pimps, prostitutes, rappers, actors, all of these people that have sold themselves and that teach our women and children how to sell themselves also. I think we need to put them on notice. I think we need to be the men and the warriors and the lions, and we need to protect our women and our children against even those that are in our own camps, in our own communities. We need to show our children, like, okay, you know what? You know, he might got that nice car. He might got that, he might got that nice chick on the side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we need to tell him what the truth behind that is. He sold his soul a long time ago. And there's only one way that road is going to lead you. Just like with our Hebrew sisters. Okay, they think that, they see these women on TV, these Beyoncés and these Keisha Coles and all of these young Hebrew sisters who have sold themselves already. They already sold themselves. They got their money. They sold their soul. Okay. We need to teach our young Hebrew sisters that, listen, that's not the way. She look good, she got money, woo, and all of that. But you know what? That's not the way of Yah. And we need to protect our children, our young women from that that type of influence. We have to embrace the purity that Yah has commanded his people to walk in. We have to embrace the word when Yah tells us to be holy because he is holy. We have to understand what exactly that means. We have to understand what that means and we have to break it down into layman's terms for these kids. And that's not meaning that you need to that you got to be some kind of a weird person, or you know what I'm saying, you got to be some kind of a hermit or something like that. That's not what that's saying. That's not what that's saying. When you read the Torah, when the Torah tells you to do this, do that, this and that, that's where you find your holiness in. Okay, you have some Christian preachers that tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, and and they think that that's what holiness is. But you know what? Y'all never told us that was the way. And we need to teach our young brothers and our young sisters what the way is, because if we don't teach them, then they're gonna come with some perverted perception of what they think holiness is, and and it's gonna push them away because it's not true holiness. It's gonna push them away because they think they gotta be weird. They think they gotta be, they can't be cool. They can't, whatever. And it's not really about that. It's about being right in the sight of Yah.